Terve and welcome to Kepperis Garage. Alright, so in this episode let's continue working on the swing arm and hopefully we end up having the frame put back together and we can probably start figuring out what to do next. But yes, let's concentrate on the frame still and let's start by patching the swing arm again. So we have two holes here we need to patch. I created this bigger hole here because I think it's easier to patch that way. In previous attempt there was these two holes and my crappy welding and stuff like that. So let's try to do it better now. I'm figuring out I probably need to have two different pieces of metal. So one would be like on the back side here, and one would be the difficult part, which is the curvy one, like this. Or then I might be able to create single piece of sheet metal which looks like this. So let's see how it goes. I was thinking that I will go on and try this cardboard method for having the template done. So let's see if it works. It's a little bit difficult shape, but I was figuring out that I will use some cardboard to create the patches or the templates for the patches and then convert it into the sheet metal. Let's try the paper first. So if I would do it from one piece, I would go this, then I would do this, right, then I would go on and do it like this. Is that actually something I actually want to do? So if I go like that with the metal, first I need to go the difficult one, which is the back side of this shape. It's gonna be like that. Then when I have this shape done, then I just flip it down there and cut the rest off. Then I would have it in one piece. That would be great, but I'm not sure if that's anyhow possible to achieve. I just try to minimize the welds, so I don't want to be welding the contact. Like if it's in two pieces, I don't want to be welding that edge. But there I already have the shape. Should I, if I try to cut it off from there now? Well, it's not that far actually. Tiny trim. I will probably try to like do this, and then after I get the shape, like this bend wouldn't be there. After I get the correct shape for the metal and it sits nicely here, then I go on and bang it and flip it like this. So it should make nice patch, and then I go on and cut the rest of the metal down there, and then I place it here and do the welds. How does that sound? after fearsome forging and blacksmithing, I've managed to create something like this. Let's see. Probably not gonna fit in here, but we can always try. So this way. Oh, it's not that far. It's not that far. If I take some out of there, it will sit more down and it will make flush with the other, like this one, like it's here. The other side looks like what? I don't actually even know. The other side is almost there. There's gaps there. I should pay more attention to the backside while I was cutting it out. Need to do a little bit tweaking. Like this. Maybe it sits better now. Alrighty, after spending lots of time, it's there now. There is lots of gap there, but I will weld it first from the other side. Then I can do more like tapping when it's tack welded on the place, so I can adjust it a little bit more. It's impossible to do it without welding it in there. So let's see other side too. And there is the other side. So there is small hole there, and the end of it is a little bit broader than this, but I can grind it smooth, or then I can do some tapping. I'm not sure which one I'll go. It was a little bit difficult to shape the sheet metal only with the vise and hammer and my brains and lack of experience on metal work. So I feel proud of the patch. I hope that I'm not gonna ruin it by burning through the sheet metal when welding. But let's see. Alright, I actually managed to piece together also the patch for the upper hole. So it's now following the shape of the hole instead of something else. Should be better when welded in and then grinded smooth. So that's that. Next we will set up the welding machine and do some welds. So the holes are pretty clean already. I think I will still grind off some of the paint here. I bought these. These are like brass thingies for the grinder. I have been using the same kind of things but connected to the air compressor. But during the winter it's pretty cold to do that outside, so I tried these ones and let's see how they work. So the main purpose for this is to get the paint out from the surfaces we are going to weld, so it sticks better and the paint is not going all bubbly. Let's see. Whoa. Wow, that's nice. That's good tool. Alright, we just have to do it. I tried to do a couple of test runs with the just bare sheet metal and this is the result. Whatever amps I was putting for the welder, it burned through the metal, so probably going to ruin my nice new patch. So I'm using the magnet to position the patch over the swing arm and it looks pretty okay there. I don't even know whether I should use lots of this guy or not. Maybe I put one tag over there. Let's see how that starts to work out. Let's go. We can always do it. Once again. Didn't hit it, but didn't burn it. That makes a good t-shirt, by the way. So let's try again. Wow, that's actually correct place. So that's something. I'm scared that I will burn through the sheet metal, but now it acts a little bit different than the last time, only with the sheet metal, so I'm not sure what's the difference here. So I'm trying to amp up a little bit. Let's go with 16 amps so I can get the puddle going. So now I'm only melting the additional material and don't have the puddle going in. Almost, but not. Now I'm melting the corner out of the thing, so let's add it back there. So maybe a little bit less amps. 16 is super little, I guess. Let's see. Maybe I try to do the bend now and see how it goes. Almost. Haha, now I did it. Let's get you closer. Sorry, but I don't have the lens which supports the thick welding or the welding, but you can probably see the end result. It's like I managed to get it on the patch here. This is also on the patch and this, but there is tiny crack, so it's difficult to weld at the top of the patch because I'm scared that I will melt it away. What happened here, this corner was super thin, and of course the corner has less area that the heat can spread to, so I burnt it off. So now we probably can do some this. It's a little bit upwardy, but it's alright. So let's see, maybe I'll do the corner here. It's holy, but not long. burning through the stuff here, but I guess I will still use this thicker material. After many hours, I still need to fix it. Fuck. I almost thought that it was already complete, but no. Literally there has been like many hours into this swing arm fix. I hope it's worth it. I will still do some tweaks, then I will reveal it to you. Alright, I guess it's enough for the swing arm patching. It has been like long hours and many of those. So it's now fixed. It doesn't have any actual holes in it, so I'm satisfied. It's more pretty than it was before, but it could be a little bit more prettier too. But here it is. Let's have a look. This is the bigger patch. You cannot see the patch actually there anymore. It has some minor detailing issues, but nothing super critical. There's the other side. I managed to grind it through a couple of times, so I had to basically weld all the seam, like the corner. It's filled with some welding material and grinded smooth after that. And when welding the seam, I was constantly melting out the edge here because this is thinner and the heat was transferring into the edge, so it was melted many times, but it has been fixed many times. So that's why it's a little bit awkward looking, but it's gonna be nice when it has some paint. So that's there. There is the corner. It went pretty nice, I would say. Nothing special there. I also grinded the paints out of the swing arm as good as I had any vitality left in my system. So not that great. Now I will try to apply the chrome powder coating at the top of this mess. And let's see what happens. Not sure how it will stick here because of the paint, but I'm sure it will stick. To add a slight hint of spice into this freaky cocktail of the swing arm, let's try also adding some metal filler. So I'm gonna try to smoothen up the faces of the swing arm and also some of the cracks there is still after my weldings. So I bought this metal filler and let's see how it works with the powder coating. Here we have the swing arm. I went through it with the metal filler, so it's looking like this. The metallic filler is this very light gray stuff at the top of the swing arm surface, and I will of course grind it down now before I'm proceeding with anything else. Okay, so I will grind it now smooth and we will get it ready for the powder coating. And the swing arm is now smooth as a baby's butt. So let's see. Now starts the experiment with the powder coating at the top of the metal filler. Alright, let's put together some paint. So we will be using the chrome paint. Pretty shiny, right? I can see a couple of bubbles from the filler, like in there, in a correct angle. You can probably see it there, middle of the screen. Let's see the other side. Darn, see, it's super chromy. Like, I haven't seen any paints which can do this kind of effect. I actually saw one bubble on this side too, but now it's gone. It was right there, but it's not there anymore. So let's hope that when the object cools down we can get rid of all the bubbles also. Darn, it looks nice. And here we have the swing arm, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super satisfied with it. The filler worked just nice. I think we were on the edge with the filler because it did the bubbles there, but they went away when this got cool enough. The paint, like the color, it's just perfect. It's most close to chrome what I have seen with the paints. Of course I don't have that much experience, but I have seen a couple of spray paints, and those were basically gray, not shiny chrome. Now I'm feeling really happy that I did all the work again. I think it paid off here. Let's check the patch side. So this is the side which had the patch. You cannot see it has been patched. Of course it's a little bit uneven here, but if you remember the struggle, it's not worth even to mention that I might have small dents here. Yeah, the other side is not that smooth because it's gonna stay behind the wheel. I'm not so worried about that one. And the upper one, which one it was? Yeah, it was the same side. So this one it's just perfect. You cannot see it's been patched. Maybe I did cheat a little bit with the filler and the chrome powder coating, but hey, the end result is what matters, and I think it's more or less looking original. Yes,